I just don't know what I want anymore. Do I want to stay here? I couldn't get out of here, so I started wanting to stay here.
Can you get me out of here?
I don't really know where we are, if I'm being honest.
But you said you lived here.
I said I lived here. That was kind of a lie. I was hoping you were going to go,
what?
Really? And then I was going to go, no.
Let me stop you right there.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I've learned to be happy with the process of trying to find my way back on my own.
Wow.
And I think I'm going to stay.
Okay, well, I was kind of frustrated that I was summoned, so I guess I'll deal with that, and I'll find my way back. Thanks again, and bye-bye.
I just want to say nothing but love and positivity. Nothing but love and positivity. I'm still talking right now. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No.
I'm still talking. You can say all you want. I'm still talking, and it's not the end of it at all.
I think the most important thing here is that you learn whatever lesson life was trying to teach you with this. Oh my God. What is that?
What? The leaf? No, there's like a couple. Balutsky! Yeah.
Fuck you, Jerry.
Balutsky! Some nice flowers though.
Do you like my nasturtium garden?
Yeah. Is that what is the what?
My nasturtium garden.
This is a garden of nasturtiums.
Of nasturtiums.
Awesome. So, this is yours?
This is where I live.
Whoa. So you're like a dweller?
I am a witch.
You're a witch.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you wanna kind of like talk? Maybe you can give me some answers.
So mote it be.
Now let's dance. Hello. Hey. So, there's things in the world. Some of the things people do, some of the things people stay, some of the places people go, thing related. It's all thing related. See, because I have a home in Crazy Town. I bought real estate in Crazy Town. And now I have a vegetable garden. And I water them, I fucking fix them up, I eat in Crazy Town. So our next guest, she is a superhuman, some say. She is an artist. She's a diva. She should be a model. She should be she's like an untangible, untamed alley witch beast of a person. Let's give it up for Francesca Quintano. Francesca Quintano. Come on in, baby. Yeah. So, Fran, can I call you Fran?
Yes.
Fran. I just met you doing some witchy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a witch.
Yep.
Sort of.
Yeah. Or strega.
Or strega.
Or bruja.
Bruja. I know that one.
Or a fucking mermaid out of water.
Mermaid out of water.
Mm-hmm.
We dripping wet, baby. We stay salty. but not in the bad way. In like the mineral enforcing way. The nutritious way.
Like salt of the earth way.
Like the salt of the earth. That's what we strive to be. Dope, sick. So, man, I don't even know where to really start here. What was that word of the flowers you were saying again?
Nasturtium.
Nasturtium. Ah, words are so they're so just long sometimes.
And made up.
And made up. Like
Very made up.
Like what the fuck? Whose idea was to call a flower a nasturtium?
Maybe Nostradamus. I feel like he would name a fucking flower
Nostradamus,
after himself.
That fool was like kind of like a wizard, right?
I mean, hardcore. He's like predicting the end of the goddamn world.
What did he predict again? He predicted like the Twin Towers at one point.
Yeah.
Some people believe it. I
Yeah.
don't know, right?
I mean, the world is supposed to end, or maybe it ended.
It ended. Maybe the regular world ended because now we're entering a new world of media, of cameras in your face, all this radiation. We're in the lost.
I think
But
we might
there's-
actually be ghosts.
We might be ghosts.
This isn't reality.
This is cyborg talk.
I astral planed into your brain.
I think so, and I think I'm sleeping. I'm not even awake right now. But to that point, you have like a creativity. You have to have a creativity to be a witch, right?
Yes.
You have to kind of challenge. I guess I don't know. Do you have to be? Because
Well-
is there like a set? Like, do you follow? Like, do you go to witch school and you have to be like, oh, I got to do this. I got to write a paper. But then when you finally graduate witch school, you're like, oh, I have to get a 9 to 5, and you actually lose all that creative drive. Or do you have to just?
There's many paths you can go on. Personally, I take the pagan path, which is non-religious, non-conforming, do it as you go, very
cool.
DIY.
Cool.
Kind of like, maybe I'll fucking light some shit on fire here. Maybe I'll fucking sprinkle
Yeah.
some dust here.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I'll like, there,
Yeah.
No papers.
No papers.
No papers.
No papers. No scrolls.
Maybe a grimoire or two.
Maybe a grimoire. Maybe a noir film. So the flowers, the life, the dirt, the sun, the moon. I like these things.
Me too.
They're sick.
They're kind of fucking crucial.
They're crucial.
Yeah.
And we should try to, like, I've been kind of, since I've been lost in the forest, I've been really appreciating. I've been trying to get into the habit of appreciating Earth.
Yeah. I'm glad you found me here.
Yeah. Because I can be very selfish sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
And it's hard, right? Because you have to be. You have to be self-preservation.
Yeah, in order to survive, you have to be somewhat selfish.
Right,
You have to.
But it's also like in what artists do, like we're artists. Because you're also a painter,
I am.
right? And so with art, it has to be so much selfishness. Like it's almost like you're battling with all these other egomaniacs. And you
Yep.
have to be your own unique egomaniac. And your best supporter, and your hardest critic, and you're fucking you know what I mean? There's all these voices in your head, and they got that rhythm and they got that beat, and you're like going with it, but then it turns into like a rave kind of beat, and you're like high
Yeah.
on Molly, and you're like, I didn't expect to be high on Molly,
Like, I feel so much of art is I'm making up shit in my head, and I'm expecting someone else to give any of the fucks about what my representation of this shenanigans of a life is. Like, look at this fucking thing that I did, and it's on a canvas.
Right.
Blah,
Sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, totally. Damn, yeah. So, I mean, and then I guess everyone's different in that way, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone has a different, I guess, point to their art.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm trying to
if
move.
there is a point, some people have no point.
I'm trying to move my stuff from being extremely representational to really embracing what's around me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and would you say that that's in correlation with like your self-growth, with like your...
Absolutely. Like, I have a body of work that I've been contemplating for about a year now, where I'm creating memorials. Like, roadside memorials that you see to people who've died or been shot somewhere. Like, on a...
Oh, yeah.
pole, and we like candles and
a pole.
photos.
Yeah. You see it all the time by streets and stuff.
So I'm doing that, but to spaces in nature. So I'm memorializing
Spaces in nature.
like certain places that mean, geographical locations that mean something to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like trees. Have you started on this project yet?
I've basically been collecting nature tchotchkes, as I call them.
Tchotchkes?
Nature tchotchkes, specifically.
What's a tchotchke?
It's like a fucking thingamadoo, like
Okay,
a
thingamadoo.
collectible jingly jangly.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Tchotchke. I like tchotchke. I like, what's the flower?
Nasturtium.
Nasturtium. We should start a project called Nasturtium Tchotchke.
Yeah.
You should make a tchotchke for nasturtiums.
I fucking
Holy shit. We
Done.
just did that. Okay. And
TM. Hey.
Here, continue.
So I'm building these memorials and collecting things for these natural spaces, whether it be a space that is left intact or a space that has been affected by humans. For example, my family has a place, a witchy dome up in Sequoia National Forest. There's a specific part of the river called Soda Springs, and it has a natural soda spring. Hey. But the soil is bright orange. So I've been collecting soil from there, drying it out, making art with it, collecting quartz that you find in raw quartz that you find in the river.
Sounds beautiful.
All sorts of stuff like that. But then also another memorial making is because of the fires, a lot of houses burned down and a lot of burnt stuff. So I want to have them side by side of when man fucks with nature, what happens, and then when nature is left to itself.
Right. It's almost like it heals itself by burning off all these properties that try to infiltrate this beautiful forest.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, would you say like there was like an energy there, or is there an energy? I don't know. Like, I mean, I believe in that kind of shit.
I mean, I
Anyone?
think there were ghosties.
There were ghosties.
Yeah, I think some ghosties like kind of stopped it. I mean, also firefighters, but like low-key ghosties.
Ghosties in the forest? You
Yeah.
think there's any ghosties here in this forest?
I mean, for fucking facts over on that side, there's some ghosties.
Low-key?
Like here,
We're chilling.
like we fucking Palo Santo'd the shit out of this place, so we're like chill.
Nice.
But like yonder by that
Yonder.
lava rock that we found,
There's some
fucking
go deeper into the
cave ghosties.
Some cave ghosties.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn. There's a lot of. There's just so much. Like the trees and the plants and the waters. They've been here. They've just been here. Since forever. And then all of a sudden we start. We
came out of the fucking pond
we
with
were
our
fishes,
dumb little
right?
feet.
We were fishes, and then I think we started growing like dicks and pussies.
Yeah.
And then feet.
I feel like, yeah, you
Or what-
grow the dick, but then the pussy like.
Does the feet come first, or does the dick and the pussy come first? Or maybe both.
I feel like the dick and pussy was first, and then feet.
The dick pussy.
Because you need the dick and the pussy to continue making the creatures that will then have the feet. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So the reproductive shit had to
Yeah.
come first, right?
Darwinism.
Darwinism. Mm-hmm. Damn.
Pussies first.
Pussies, ghosts. I wonder if ghosts still have their pussies.
Oh,
in them.
for sure.
Have you heard of that case? Oh my God, what's her name? Man, this happened in Culver City. You can go to the house. But it was in the 80s. They made a movie about it. It was a real case, or like the late 70s. It was. There used to be a. What's it called? Paranormal section to UCLA, and it's
Really?
Yeah, but they took it away. But like in the 70s.
I feel like we need it now more than ever.
Right. But anyways, they. Oh man, I'm fucking Doris.
Day.
No, Bethers. Doris Bethers? Something like that? The case of Doris Bethers or some shit like that?
I gotta look this shit up.
We'll in post, we'll fucking.
Because I like low-key was almost killed by a ghost at my place in Culver
Holy
City.
shit, we gotta fucking go back to that. Okay, so in Culver City, this lady she was a single mom, she had 3 children, and she was having all this paranormal things happen to her, like on a nightly, daily basis.
Cool.
And they had, it was one of UCLA's paranormal departments, like one of their cases. They showed up to the house, and it was one of the weirdest cases ever.
Jesus.
They actually got photos and some.
Damn, Culver
like
City's
people,
haunted?
People believe some people believe it's substantial evidence. There's documentaries on YouTube and shit about it. Some people obviously can be like, oh, that's this and that, but the photos legitimately are not edited. That's a fact. So there's like photos of orbs and this and that. And
That's
then
amazing.
there was a 20 or 30 man crew in their house because of just how much paranormal
Leaf
activity.
just touched me. I thought it was a ghost.
Dude, see what I'm saying? They're listening. So the case was that she was getting raped by a ghost.
Oh, shit.
Every night.
Oh, I think I have heard about
And
this.
they found ectoplasm in her pussy.
You're full of shit.
Nope. That's what they found. That's what
I'm
supposedly
a
they
witch.
said.
I believe in these things.
They found ectoplasm in her pussy, and they went there. They did like a whole like try to the machines. This is early shit.
Damn.
And they said all the crew, like the 26-man crew of how many people were there, they all went into the room where she would get raped.
Yeah.
Supposedly by this ghost, and obviously they interviewed the kids, and they were like, yeah, it's fucking like.
That's
it was
gnarly.
Yeah, and they went there and they said they could. The smell was so horrible. There was like a disgusting smell. They all wanted to vomit. A lot of them wanted to pass out. A few of them had to leave the room. And then
Ghost jizz is smelly, I guess.
Right, yeah, I guess so. And she's like giving them a tour of this crazy haunted place.
Damn.
And she had to be like, show yourself, like because he would just fly in. All these orbs would start flying in, and they were all seeing it, and they were all like, "Yo, you seeing that, right?" Like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? This is crazy. And that was their most, like, they hadn't seen that much substantial evidence, eyewitness evidence ever. This was early case, right, 70s. For that department of UCLA, and then finally she was like, "Show yourself, stop fucking around, this and that, la la la," and it fucking went from an orb to like a half kind of like silhouette floating body.
Just the dick.
And supposedly, this is what they said, but supposedly it was a Asian looking man.
Uh-huh.
So the features were like an Asian man, but he was like a floating half body, and there was like another. So apparently she'd get pinned down by these other two ghosts, and the other ghosts would just go to town on her. And
this is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
yeah, and they, I went through some wormholes when I was in quarantine. You
sound like the expert.
Well, yeah, because I went to the house. I visited the house where what happened. Apparently, and some like some nice Mexican family lives there now and shit.
You know, somebody's like fucking abuelita sage the fuck out of that place.
Yeah. Mexicans are strong too. They'll just they'll curse you the fuck out, and ghosts are gonna be like, "Hey."
Yep.
You know what I mean? We're feisty.
Not in this house.
We feisty. So
Italians too. That's why we get along.
Yeah, I think so. And so, yeah. Anyways, it's just some crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit in that case. I think Doris Bither is her name. I could be wrong, but Doris Bither. The case of Doris Bither. They made a movie about it, but it was the documentaries on YouTube are pretty fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and then they just got rid of the fucking paranormal department at UCLA,
They're
like 82.
Our work here is done.
Yeah, and it was like. There's so much more shit now.
There's so many more ghosties.
And I think there's being more creative with just, I don't even know, like, is ghosties, like, what do you believe in ghosties? Like, what do you believe about them? Like, do you think they're lost? Do you think they don't want to leave? Do you think they're like, there's like a part of this, there's like 17 dimensions going on at once and we just can't see it, and one of them is the ghost dimension?
I don't know. Like, I hope I'm not a fucking ghost. Like, please.
Yeah, or like,
I mean, unless somebody really fucking does me wrong, then I will haunt the fuck out of them for the rest of their life. But that will be out of spite for like 5 years, and then I'll be like, I'm retiring from this ghosty shit. But I don't know. But I will tell you, I've always known I'm a witch. I've always known that I'm a spooky ass bitch. But it really came full force. I don't know if I've really told you these things.
No.
So, I'm clairsentient, which is where it's like clairvoyance, but it's with emotions, basically. So it's like an extreme empath.
You know what's crazy? There's been instances where I've been like, I hope she's not reading my mind. I swear to God. There's been like moments where I'm like, I hope she's not reading my mind.
I also would not quite admit if I was.
Of course you wouldn't. But then I'm like, I'm always like, oh no, that's a crazy thought. So now that you're bringing this up, I'm like, okay, that wasn't such a crazy thought.
Distinct possibility.
Anyways. So back to this clairvoyance kind of
so
habit that you have.
I also have, part of that clairsentience thing is having dreams about situations and them kind of coming to truth and fruition. Mine specifically have to do with death. So it first started on this witchy path with, I was on my way to work back when I had normal people jobs, and I saw 3 dead animals on the side of the road before like 8 o'clock in the morning. This wasn't like normal LA roadkill. Also, I live in the forest, so I don't know what it's like to drive on freeways, but if I was to. Like, I'm talking like pit bull, like some other big shit that I already forgot. And I had the worst feeling in the pit of my stomach. And I called my dad on the way home, because my dad is like the fucking OG.
Yes.
Also love my mom.
Yes, your dad is.
But my dad is like next level, like, who is this man? What happened here?
Sure.
I was like, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Like, I have a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. I saw 3 dead animals. It's really hit a nerve with me. It's freaking me the fuck out. Within a week, 3 people I know died.
Wow.
And I was like, ooh, did I manifest this? And I was like, no, not true.
It was just a sign, right? Maybe?
Yes. And then it kept happening. And then my father admit to me that he's been having shit like that happen all of his life and never fucking told anybody because he felt like a crazy person. But he'll have like dreams about somebody and wake up and find out they like died that night. But I also get it. So my childhood best friend, shout out Caroline, love you. I had a dream about her and I woke up in the morning and I was like, bitch, are you fucking pregnant? Oh yeah, she's also married and stuff. It wasn't just like random.
Sure.
But I was like, are you pregnant? She's like, I just found out my parents don't even know yet.
Woo!
Yeah. And I was like, bada bing.
Damn. Money shot, boy. Money shot. You're just over here just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I wish it worked for like things with like the lottery though. But
Yeah, but that's, yeah.
my ghosty experience was like the worst fucking experience of my life.
And it had to do something with the clairvoyance thing? Because they apparently, some Doris Bither, some people believe like, oh, she must have had either some people believe she opened like a gate.
Some people are magnets for that stuff.
Yeah. Some people like some people were like some other clairvoyant people were on the documentary like she might have been just like, you know, with her trauma because she was like had a bunch of trauma.
It's like fuck around and find out. You could
she
open
had
up a wormhole.
she opened up a wormhole with all these like bad people.
Ghostbusters wormhole.
A Ghostbusters wormhole where they
So I was living. I thought I was gonna burp. It went away. Anyways, I tried.
But so
God, so I was living in Culver City, and don't worry about it. Living in Culver City, and I moved into the place, and I was like, cool. My ex and I were like looking at. Oh, actually, when I say we, I mean I, because I did fucking everything. Anyways, keep going. And the woman's like, you know, I have to let you know that like.
Oh, when you were looking at the place
and they're like,
to stay
somebody died here. I don't have COVID. And I was like, okay, well, how did they die? And she's like, oh, we don't know. We think it was old age. And I was like, all right. So legally, you have to tell somebody if it was murder or suicide. It's illegal to say if someone died of AIDS or HIV. I know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But. So she tells me this person died, and I was like, okay, whatever, fine. I'm like, I'm hip, I'll bring new energy into here.
Yeah.
I'm lounging by my pool, and my meth head neighbor comes up to me, and he's like, oh, you moved into the suicide apartment. And I was like, come again? And he goes, that's why you have all new carpeting, all new everything, because the fucker killed himself and he was sitting there for 4 fucking days before they found his body, and he like oozed everywhere, and then people with hazmat suits and like space suits came in and like fucking like did whatever you do.
Oh my goodness.
So I found that out, and I started having the worst fucking nightmares. I wouldn't sleep in the bedroom because I was like, oh, that's where they said they found him. I saw soap scum on the wall that was purple, and in my head I was like, it's luminol and ghost ooze. I went there, slept in the living room, fucking awful. I had, the first night I went to sleep back in my bedroom, I was, swear on my fucking life, I was awake, trying to fall asleep, and I'm like kind of half asleep, half awake, and I feel this intense like pressure on my chest, and I open my eyes, and there's a fucking shadow figure standing over me, putting its hand through my fucking chest and grabs my heart to stop it and squeezes it. And I started screaming and like hitting my boyfriend, and he like woke up to me like gasping for air, trying to breathe. So needless to say, I went and stayed with my parents for a couple weeks.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit, though.
Within 6 months, this is when I started being like, okay, there's some shit going on.
What were some of the dreams you were having?
Just like
Like weird.
I had a lot of dreams about tsunamis. I get a lot of like my nightmares during that time have to do with bodies of water and being trapped and not being able to get away. So it's like an overwhelming drowning feeling. Or I sometimes during that time would get stuck in a world that was all stained glass, but I couldn't get out of it.
Whoa.
Like awful. Anyways, so I have this fucking dream. Motherfucker then tries to kill me. I have a freak out, go to my parents' house, come back. I'm like, Jewish prayers, Catholic prayers, burn all the things,
Right.
fucking yell at it,
Sage.
sage it. And I was like, okay.
You're doing a lot of this?
Yeah, I was like,
You're doing a lot of this?
some fucking Ouija
Stop
boards. Used a pendulum, spoke
You
to
did not
some.
use a Ouija board.
Fuck yeah, I made my own.
Damn, okay. You're probably a beast at it. I would be too scared
Yes.
to fucking try it. But,
Decent.
okay.
I fucking use a pendulum talking to fucking witches and shit. Anyways, motherfucker leaves my goddamn dojo. It's all chill. When I move out of this place, like a couple years later, and I knew something was off, because like suicide, sometimes life isn't fucking working and you're in pain. You do what you gotta do sometimes. No judgment, not going there.
But also get help.
Get help.
You need
mental help is really good.
Mental health is
I see a
big
shrink.
thing. I see
Take care of yourself.
I see a therapist. That's a big thing.
I'm winking. I don't know if you can see. But it felt, the energy of this spirit did not feel like that.
That
'Cause I was
like somebody that committed suicide. It was
and
like
my
a
whole
darker
thing,
energy.
My whole thing was
It's a
like, it
darker
makes me
energy.
sad to be, like, it makes me sad that this person left this world in pain. But it felt fucking bad and evil. I move out, my mother, Nancy Quintano, my mother,
Oh, Nancy.
she goes, I'm so glad you're not in that murder apartment anymore. I'm sorry.
Murder?
What the fuck? My mother, being Nancy Quintano, when she found out that somebody commit suicide, she called the coroner's office and like did her mom shit and was like,
That's extra mom shit.
That's super mom shit. And she's like, wouldn't you want to know if your daughter was living in a place and they commit suicide? Or like, wouldn't you want to know what actually happened? Like, have a heart. The body wasn't claimed because apparently nobody fucking liked this guy. And she found out that this dude was murdered in my apartment. And she waited like 4 years to tell me because she thought it would upset me.
Wait a second.
I was almost killed by the ghost of someone who was murdered because he was not a good person, apparently.
Whoa.
So that's my ghost story.
And she found out all this from the coroner?
Yeah, and then she kept it from me because she's like, I don't want to upset my
So,
daughter.
so when your crazy meth head neighbor was like, oh, that's the suicide house.
Yeah.
It wasn't a suicide.
No. And also,
He
what
was
the
murdered.
fuck? My landlord legally was supposed to tell me, but also I live in the forest, so I don't know what it's like to not live in the forest. Isn't that gnarly?
Damn.
But I love how my mom just goes, I'm so glad you're not in that murder apartment anymore.
Like,
Nancy,
she was like, you're gonna be okay.
Get your shit together.
But you were
You can't
alright.
just say that passingly. Like, Jesus.
Fuck moms, man. Am I right?
Am I right?
That's so beautiful.
I know, I love my mommy.
Most moms are.
Yeah, some moms are not good, but our mom's like,
Yeah, my mom's fucking sick.
so that's my ghost story.
Damn,
and
that's
that's
so
also why I'm a fucking witch. Because, like,
And you were.
I gotta protect my fucking
Yeah.
psychic power and energy.
I mean, hey, man, there's a lot of, you gotta just do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta do that. And sometimes you gotta move to Panama and do this whole fucking. What was that all about?
Okay, so I was supposed to go 2 years ago, but like, COVID. What are you gonna do about it?
Right. You're gonna go to Panama.
So I applied for an art residency
Nice.
that I didn't think I was gonna get because, I mean, believing in yourself all the time. What is that? Anyways.
Sure.
So I applied to this art residency and it's done through the British Council of Arts. So it's a UK-based situation. I forgot words, English, whatever. So what it is that you choose from 3 different geographical locations. So there's tropical, desert, and Arctic. So Arctic is a residency in Norway, desert is Chile, and then tropical is Panama. So I applied, I think they accept like, I don't know, maybe 5 people a year, like for each location, and I was accepted to the tropical one. So, and part of it is based on your love of nature and sustainability and eco-preservation. So with doing a lot of my a lot of my paintings are rainforests and kind of hearkening back to nature. Hearkening is a good word. I just remember
Hearkening.
that. Hearkening back to nature.
Man, you've taught me so many words.
Nasturtium.
Nasturtium. What was the other
Hearkening.
one? Hearkening. There was another one.
Fuck.
Tchotchke.
Tchotchkes. In my head, I was like, jingle jangles?
Jingle jangle. Tchotchkes.
So I essentially, because of my interest in, these memorials to natural spaces and painting rainforest and fucking that I live in a troll hut by a nasturtium plant.
Sure.
I'd be going and I'd be staying in, I forgot exactly what it's called, but I'd be staying in a land that's run by a tribe. So it's not technically matriculated into Panama. It has its own government. So it's like a fucking plane ride, a boat ride, and then another little plane ride to get to this space.
It's sovereign land or what?
Mm-hmm. It's sovereign land.
In Panama.
In Panama. It is the biggest, so it's where the rainforest and a river meet the ocean, and it is the biggest preserve for leatherback sea turtles. There we go. It wasn't that big though. It's kind of anyways.
Blessed be God.
So mote it be. As above, so below.
As above, so below.
But it's a tribe it's a matriarchal society. It's run by women, and it's run by a female witch. Women choose their husbands, and they basically yo, I think I want to marry you. You can come stay with me for 2 weeks. If I don't like you, get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
All the women are adorned in gold. They have it's partially where the septum piercing comes from. So little kids.
This tribe?
Mm-hmm. From little kids to old women just wear a ton of gold. They have natural dyeing processes that they use. They have transgender people, but it's known as a third gender, and it's been thousands of years they've had this. So it's man, woman, or both, whatever you want to be.
Or both. Yeah.
Also, the largest per capita population of albino children, and they're known as moon children, and they're deeply coveted and loved.
So these albino children, they're kind of are they do they become he's connected with the?
I mean,
is it kind of like that?
I'm trying to find out.
Damn.
I don't know.
So
but I'm going to be living off the grid, no electricity.
Oh my goodness.
Sleeping in a fucking hammock for a month.
But you are going to do this. When?
April.
Holy moly. In 2021. Or 2022.
Yeah, I forgot where we were.
Yeah, me too. Time is just absurd.
It's bullshit. I don't believe in it.
Time is not real.
I mean, technically,
this isn't real.
This is tomorrow.
This is
right now.
Technically.
Also last year.
Technically, you're going to watch this way after we shot it. So there's that.
Yeah.
So literally, figuratively, spiritually, psychologically, time does not exist.
Yeah.
So stop tripping. And I wish it was that easy. I wish I could tell you right now, stop tripping, and you could be like, nom 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 nom. I'm gonna stop tripping. But that's not how it fucking works.
No.
But I hope this helps somehow. But it probably doesn't.
But maybe.
And back to this thing. This is fucking crazy. I've never heard of anything like this. So they got more than one. They got more than just two basic genders. They got it's a matriarchy. Everyone's worships women, and men get beat up. And this is in Panama?
Sea turtles.
And this is in Panama?
Yes, I'm so excited.
And it's like a little island in Panama, off of Panama.
It's
like within it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
That's what. This is my version of an island.
It's kind of like.
It's literally.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard that in a movie, in a show.
I'm just agreeing.
True Detective. All right.
Or as my dad says, alrighty.
I don't know why that made me laugh, but I can only imagine you're the dad version of you.
Oh God, with a big ass mustache.
But with a big ass mustache and more white daddy. You know what I mean? More like a dad. I say dad jokes and I'm white.
My dad would never say dad jokes. That would kill him. My father's
I love dad jokes.
He's like.
Alrighty, but he says things like alrighty.
Because he misquotes shit. It's awful.
Oh, he's one of those parents.
Yeah.
My mom does that too.
Yeah, it's awful. But
I do it too.
My dad, I'll be like, hey, I like grilled cheese sandwiches. And he's like, let me quote Lord Byron to you about your grilled cheese sandwich. And I'm like, no.
How do I know who you're talking about? But Lord Byron is the shit though. That's one of the main that fool.
The dragonflies fucking.
That fool changed. Whoa. Talk about love, huh? Where did they go?
They're in
it's
the
right
dirt.
here, Robbie. Right. Oh, I think they left. It's okay. Maybe we can find them later. But man, love,
Ooh.
love, fucking. Is that fucking love?
Motherfucking love, even.
Motherfucking love. Man, there's just so many emotions in the human psyche. Yeah, I've been in love. I've been in love recently.
I'm in love right now.
I'm in love right now.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't let it go to your head, person.
It's hard. It's fucking hard.
And
But-
I'm literally gonna text him right after and be like, "Guess what?"
yeah, right. I don't know.
Because I'm a fucking goober.
I'm a fucking goober, bro.
I know. We
I think
deserve this shit.
We deserve this shit. This is progress. This is our own personal growth.
Yeah.
And we have to get. We're both only children.
Yep.
So
Because why would you fuck with perfection?
there you go. We're perfect. We're perfect. We're fucking beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking amazing. The best. But also like, you know, we gotta not overthink. You know, we live in our heads.
I overthink about overthinking.
Same.
I'm like, you need to stop overthinking so much, but I overthink about the process of not overthinking.
Right.
Like, yo, if I could power a city with my overthinking, Los Angeles would have like electricity for
It's
life.
like that meme, like that meme, like if you had power over overthinking, and it's like flying cars and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, same.
We
I don't
would
know.
we'd be time traveling right now.
We'd be time traveling through the vistas.
Definitely be
Through the
solving
vistas.
ghost problems.
Definitely be
for
solving
sure.
ghost problems, witch problems, artist problems, healing.
Yeah.
Just like trying to connect with our fellow peoples. Mm-hmm. But like in this weird media fueled societal just like pivoting. Everyone's pivoting and everyone's like, I don't know, man, disconnected but connected.
Like Jenga.
Like
Actually, I don't even know, but is it?
I mean,
Jenga?
we keep falling. Somebody keeps pushing the wrong one and it breaks, but then we gotta stack it up again.
Or like, look at that lizard.
Oh, get the lizard, get the lizard. You see it? You got the lizard?
He's on the tree. He's
on
going up the tree.
He's going up the tree.
Oh my God, this is also like a National Geographic show.
Yeah, this just became National Geographic on top of all of our fucking problems that we're trying to unleash out to the world.
That lizard is straight up a fucking wizard, and you know that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Lizard.
Lizard wizard?
Lizard
The lizard wizard!
he definitely has a little white beard and a hat.
That's dragon's blood right there, baby. Mm-hmm. That's some straight dragon blood.
I feel like that's a sign.
I think that's a sign about dragon blood. I need to get some of that.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, you know, we gotta allow ourselves to love. I think.
Fuck yes.
And then with me, it's like I got like 10 or 15 personalities I could just put in front. You know what I mean? So it's like, while I'm overthinking these kind of things, I'm like, no, personality.
You're like, which?
Yeah, let me put another personality. But then when you're doing all that, you're just repressing, and that's not good. But you know, I'm learning, and we're learning, and this fucking helps me a lot. And this show helps me a lot. You help me a lot. You watch this shit. I appreciate y'all.
Finger guns of love at you.
And talk shit.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, if you talk shit about this show, I appreciate you so much more. Because
But also, low-key, I might fucking kill you.
that's her. I will hire her to kill you. But, you know, I need you to talk shit because that's when I know I really made it. When I finally have people talking shit about me. So talk your shit, please. But yeah, you know, we got to go with what life serves us up, right?
Yeah.
And we got to learn how to just be in that moment instead of trying to overthink every detail.
Yeah.
And that's only going to happen with reps, right?
For fucking real, man.
And we have to know ourselves more than anybody else.
Yeah.
So I feel like we still learning our own selves every day.
You know what helps me a lot?
What?
Taking baths.
Dude.
Oh yeah, baths are the fucking shit.
I cannot wait to find my set outside of here so I can take a fucking bath. Cause I'm smelly.
I hope you find it.
I think I will. But yeah, baths are the shit, man.
Dude,
I had a
baths are so fucking purifying.
Yeah.
That's why I was just saying. I was like, you need to get out of town. You need to like go in water.
Tell me why the last time I was out of town, I took a bath at my cousin's girlfriend's pad, and she had like this bath all set up for one of her friends, but she bailed on her. And she was like, "Oh
Wait,
yeah."
there was already a bath just
like
existing?
set up. Well, she does
like with water in
dude,
it.
no. She set it up. So like she does a lot. She's very spiritual as well. So she wraps crystals and stuff.
I have crystals in my bath and my
Dope,
shower.
dope.
Yeah.
So she set it up with a bunch of crystals. She put a bunch of like she knew what crystals to put there. She put like rosemary in the like. She put like certain salts. There's a bunch of plants everywhere in the bathroom. And then obviously I filled it up with hot water. But taking that bath, eucalyptus in that bitch.
Yo,
taking
that is
bath and
life-changing.
just like feeling your body. It's like, I don't know, it's so meditative. It's so like, you're forced to be in that moment because you're so relaxed, you know?
And like, we're in water in the womb. I mean, fetal liquid, but whatever, gross. But like, we're in water. We're made of water. I'm fucking thirsty all the time. I probably drink my weight in water.
Yeah, me too.
Water with some lemon.
I love water.
Dude,
I love water.
Love being in water. It's like baths are that shit. That's like, oh, this is actually where I think I got my witchiness from. My mother, that's her jam. Like, my mom is a selfless woman, does everything. I don't know how the fuck she deals with my dad and I, because we're the most dramatic Italian. Like, my dad, I would be in the corner like crying, and my mom's just like, what is happening here?
That's beautiful.
It's so funny. But she
does it in a very witchy kind of way?
The only thing she does for herself is she'll disappear and take a bath for like an hour and a half. And I grew up with her like being like, this is my time, nobody speak to me, take a bath. And she had like all the fun little fucking like
like the
bubble
things?
baths and the things and the fucking bath tchotchkes and the whatevers. And that's, I think, where I became a witch. Because I was like, potions.
Right.
Because my mom would go in one way and come out another. And I was like, this is fucking magic. Bath magic.
She used to also have shmurdas, or what were they called?
Huh?
The flowers?
Shmurda. Shmurda sounds like something you need to go to gynecologist for.
I just started developing shmurda. And then a Bobby Shmurda comes on every once in a while in your head, and you're like, yeah.
You mean nasturtiums?
Nasturtiums.
Shmurda.
Nasturtiums.
Also like low-key DJ Shmurda.
DJ Shmurda. Or DJ Nasturtium?
Mm-hmm. Oh, my DJ name is DJ Butt Stuff.
DJ. DJ, BJ, Butt Stuff.
All the same.
All the same.
Oh, a really awkward moment. So I built a stage for some fucking KCRW whatever.
Recently?
It's fucking a couple years ago.
Okay.
And the lighting guys had me stand where the mic was because they wanted to light it properly.
Uh-huh. Now I'm fucking you up. No,
I think I'm getting high off of fucking trees.
Okay,
This fucking eucalyptus is
they
fucking me up.
You're right, but they wanted you to light it properly?
Properly. So I just stood there and I didn't know that the fucking sound was on. And I had like 50 people like work, like, and I'm the only, normally with my work, I'm the only fucking chick. Like, in all the things we've worked on, it's like dicks, and then like me.
Sure.
Which is also funny because I'm the one that has to get the talking to be more appropriate because I'm gonna get everyone fired and canceled because I am fucking disgusting. Anyways, like Jacob low-key was like, you're gonna get us canceled before we even start.
Yeah, but Jacob's also a white male fucking guy.
I know. But I'm standing at this fucking podium, the only fucking chick, all these dudes doing like fucking whatever they do. And I just go, DJ Butt Stuff, not realizing all the sound was on. It's like the middle of the day, and it's just the one chick with like fucking huge ass titties screaming DJ Butt Stuff.
And it's echoing everywhere, and they got the light on. Did you get any laughs?
I got a lot of dirty ass stares. Oh, look at that beautiful butterfly.
That's another thing about environments sometimes, is I think there were two. I think those butterflies were fucking. There was two. Like,
it was like one of those like yellow zebra butterflies.
There's been a lot of beautiful.
That's the Latin name for it.
I've been around this, lost in this forest for a long time now, and only when I've met you, I've seen all these. We've seen like blue dragonflies, red dragonflies.
Zebra. I almost said hemorrhoid dragonflies, but I meant roided out dragonflies.
Like straight up, they got a little buff, like a little buff sick. They got a little
lizard the wizard.
You know, lizard the wizard. Yeah, I never see these things come out ever.
You saw the fairy UFO pods.
Fairy UFO pods.
Figs.
fig Newtons,
Nasturtiums.
I just found. I'm just learning, bro. Like,
Yep.
Wow.
I hope I gave you some answers.
Yeah, I think you did. I'm also really,
Or maybe more questions.
I'm also really, really tired. I'm also like, I'm gonna fall asleep on you at one point, but
That's
tell
fine.
me, okay, yeah, the witchiness. Oh, fun fact here, I also have some.
Are you part witch?
There's a little bit of like a bruja talk in my family. My grandma, her father, he died from alcohol, cirrhosis of the liver at like 40, or not even, at like 38 or something.
Jesus.
And you know, they're from a small town in fucking Jalisco, Mexico. So he's drinking pure alcohol,
Ooh,
100%.
that's like the shit that makes you like go blind.
Yeah, so he's getting fucked up off of that every night, and he's abusive and this and that, la la la. But he was bewitched, straight up. That's what my grandma tells me.
By your grandma?
No. My grandma was little, but he was bewitched by. my grandma was a little girl when he died. So he apparently the story goes. My grandma told me que estaba embrujado, right? That's how you say it. It sounds way better in Spanish than it does in English. Bewitched sounds like a fucking show, but like, which it was.
Yeah, with like a woman who might like wiggle her nose.
Yeah, wiggle her nose and fucking zap.
White
But
people shit.
Embrujado means like, bro, you need to go to a fucking motherfucker to fucking wave some shit in front of you now. So he was embrujado because he was well off. He was one of the richer. His family came from money, which is why they kind of didn't approve of his family, because he married a poor lady.
Okay.
My abuelita Cuca, my grandma's mom.
What is it?
Her name is Cuca.
That is the most beautiful and most adorable name ever.
I love R.I.P. great grandma.
R.I.P.
So whatever, they got married, whatever, la la la, and he was still going to his mom's house, but his mom was like lived on this property next to a witch, and you know they had chickens because they were one of the more richer, well-off families there. So they would sometimes go off into other people's yards and stuff. So his mom, my great grandfather's mom was like, hey, there's some chickens that went into that property over there, and the neighbors, like, go get them, because you know they're over there and they haven't come back. She's like, all right. So he goes over there. He starts picking up the chickens. The lady comes out, who's a witch, and she's like, hey, those are my chickens. You can't take those chickens. And he's like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? These are my chickens. This is my mom's chickens. Like, I'm getting my chickens back. She's like, you take those chickens, and you're gonna regret it. He's like, whatever, bitch, fuck you, whatever. Took his chickens.
Damn, over chickens?
They found him, because, you know, black magic woman, witches, black magic woman, witches. Sometimes they're mean, and sometimes they feel entitled to other people's chickens.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, so.
I'm a good witch, I would never take someone's chickens. Right.
You're like a white witch. So check this out. There's a white witch involved too. So this
is so juicy.
And this is Mexico my grandma was born in 50.
The clothing was probably so fucking on point.
And that's what I'm saying. And poor. Like, everyone had one article, like one shirt, one pant, one pair of shoes. That's it.
But you know that shit was tailored real fucking well.
I hope so. I really don't think so, actually, because my grandma did not have a lot of money.
We'll go back in time and we'll make sure it's all tailored.
I hope so. But like.
Okay, so chickens.
So chickens. Where was I part of this part?
Good witch.
The next thing, after he took his chickens, the next time they found his ass, because he liked to get fucked up, was all fucked up, floating at the top of the cactuses, like by the tunas, and being like, hijo de su chingada puta madre, déjame, like, let me get down, like, fucking this shit. And the whole, like, apparently the town, like, town people saw him, like, just floating. And, like, everyone was like, how the fuck did you get up there?
Like, levitating, floating?
Like, levitating. And, like, them being like, what the fuck is going on? And my great-grandma Cuca had to go to a white witch and had to be like, how do I get him to stop floating around these cactuses?
That
and
is
like being bewitched.
Bonkers.
Crazy, right?
I'm so into it.
So she was like, you're good. I'm a white witch. You gotta get these two. She gave her like these 2 stones. You gotta wash them like some crazy shit. Like she had to go by the river and wash them, and I don't know what.
Washing rocks is a big thing in witchcraft.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy because that legitimizes my story.
You're bathing rocks.
That legitimizes my story because I didn't know that.
Literally,
my grandma didn't know that either. She just told me
with
that.
crystals. But like a big thing is like during the full moon, people put their crystals in water, and then it charges the water, and whatever.
Okay, yeah. But then people on white girls on Instagram kind of ruined that a little bit, but.
Fucking white girls on Instagram.
But they're not always white. They're just the most annoying ones most of the time.
Fucking facts.
Yeah, but it's okay. And anyways.
Yeah, totally.
He ends up, they do the little thing. The white witch ended up dead after that. And then
maybe
he
it
died.
took all of her power
I don't know.
to fix this problem.
My grandma said that there was other witches that did not like her. That's how my grandma told me. And then her father ended up dying at like 38 from liver dysfunction or whatever. And all of her sisters and brothers, they've died pretty not in the best way. And my grandma currently has lupus, diabetes. She's functioning on one kidney for the last 18 years. She's got a lot of things. She's going to dialysis 3 times a week, but she is a soldier. She's the most beautiful person ever.
And she taught you how to eat.
She taught me how to eat. I was telling you that she used to be like, as soon as like 3 years old, like whenever you eat, you gotta eat with 1 bite, you gotta drink. Because if not, you're gonna choke and you're gonna die. That's what she used to tell me. In Spanish, she used to say, you're gonna fucking die if you don't eat. Get used to eating and drinking. And so I'm going like, I've developed this style of eating where I'm just like, and then whenever a burp comes out, bendito sea Dios. Bendito sea fucking Dios, bro. She be eating, she be burping, and then she'll be like, oh, bendito sea Dios. Because you know why? She had to split a plate of beans every night with her fucking 7 brothers and sisters her whole childhood. They didn't have money for meat. Meat was a delicacy, or what's it called? Meat was a privilege.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they would do it once a week, once a month. They would have meat for everybody.
Your grandma's the boss.
And she's here in America to tell the story with my grandpa. He came here with a first grade education. They fucking made it. They did it all on their own. And that's why I'm going to do it. And that's why I'm so confident. And that's why I'm the shit.
You come from a lineage of fucking badasses.
Fucking badasses. And like, so what? You gonna fucking bewitch me? So what? I don't give a fuck. We're still living out here. We're still doing us. What you gonna do? You can't harm me. You can't fucking harm me. You know? So, but that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I always think about that, you know, because I'm always thinking sometimes like, man, am I just, because I kind of dip in my toe into the witch shit, or I dip, you know, I read books on Santeria, or I'll read a book on, I just picked up a book on Wicca or whatever. And
you know what you would like?
just kind of, I mean, it's good to, I love Buddhism, and I love Taoism, and I love,
I think it's,
you know, it's good to expand,
be
you know?
educated and expand and be open
and
to
I like
everything, and that's what's beautiful.
Yeah,
like
totally.
For example, like I've been doing a lot of reading on hoodoo.
What is that?
Which is, it's basically voodoo, but it's out of Africa. But so in, you know, I'm not black. Don't know if you knew that, but this is the beautiful thing. It's like, it's not in doing research and learning about things, and it's, you know, I'm learning about somebody else's culture, and it's like, I love learning and being like, holy fucking shit, that's fucking beautiful. And like just little bits here and there, and appreciating things. And like hoodoo is really fucking fascinating. It's really beautiful. Like one of the things that, my favorite thing about hoodoo, I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's for women specifically, but like you basically have like a little tiny pocket that you put crystals in, and you just shove that shit in your bra. It like protects you. And I'm like, I've been doing that
Forever.
Yeah, it's just really beautiful. I like being open to all the things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Life is sick. Life can be sick, and life can be so fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But you know, that's.
But like we're kind of in love, so like. It's cool.
Yeah. We're feeling it. We're feeling things. We're going with the flow. We're in the fucking trees.
Yep.
And yeah, you just always been a painter, huh?
Yeah. I've been painting since I was. Oh yeah, I forgot art. I've been painting since I was 13.
Wow.
Actually, blatant lie. I've been painting since I was a little kid, but I've taken it seriously since I was 13.
Seriously.
Yeah. Like I knew at 13 years old, like this is
You
what I want to
wanna
do for the rest of my
your
life. Yeah. And that was
That's really cool.
a lot of years ago.
Yeah, I was like, that's really cool that you fucking were like really dedicated around that time.
Yeah.
To fucking do something like that.
And I'm really lucky that I was very pushed to do it. Like my family took it very seriously.
At
And
13 years
yeah,
old.
my dad's like, well, if you want to do it, like you're going to take classes and you have to approach it like a 9 to 5. Like you can't just like fuck around and find out. It's like, no, you're going to get up, you're going to do your work, you're going to treat it like it is your 9 to 5 job, even if it's art.
But did that ever like, did that ever make you want to quit? Like, did that ever make you want to like? I mean, there's a lot of pressure. I mean, you're 13, bro.
Yeah,
at 13, I did not think I was gonna be doing this right now.
Because my thing was, my dad. This is gonna sound really kind of like a little like this, but I've been a fucking pretty decent painter since then. I won my first international competition for an oil painting that I did at 14, and my dad's thing was, don't rest on your laurels. He's like, you have to work at it. You can't just be like, well, I'm really fucking good that I don't need to practice. Like that was why he was pushing me. Not like you have to do it, but more like you can't just
rely on
be
your
like,
talent.
oh, I'm the best, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
you
there's
know?
a lot of people like
He's
that.
like, no, like you got to keep practicing.
Yeah, there's levels.
So
you
yeah,
want to get to those levels. Right?
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I think we've had an amazing interview. I think
Fuck
we've had
yes.
an amazing talk. I've got some answers. I mean, I don't really know. I think I got words, you know. It doesn't necessarily have to be answers.
Yeah,
But
you
I'm
have new vocabulary.
new vocabulary. Chatsky.
Tchotchkes, nasturtium, shmurda.
Shmurda. Yeah, I was going to say shmurda again. I forgot. I forgot. But Bobby, he's out. He's free.
Really?
Bobby Shmurda. Nice. I'm gonna catch some Z's
Yeah.
and hop off this log.
I hope you have nice dreams.
I'm gonna have some nice dreams, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should link up again in the
You know where I live?
I know where you live, and
Underneath the spiky thing, near the fig tree,
Yeah.
nasturtium bush.
Nasturtium bush. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just post up. I'm gonna fall asleep right on that rock right now.
Looks comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, looks like, how quickly can you fall asleep, man?
I'm not exactly sure.
Looks like it might not be the most comfortable, but he seems to be out. Guess I'll go back home. I think I know what I should do.
Holy shit. I gotta get to my set.